Hey guys, thank you guys for following Body Sculpting by Jazz. I'm doing a session of Cryo Slim on this client, so I'm going to walk you guys through the process of how the session is done. So let's get into this video. Alright guys, so we're going to use our Cryo Slim machine, and as you can see, I'm turning up the radio frequency on the right hand side. That's turned all the way up to 10, and we have our machine set to 43 degrees Celsius. So we're going to start off heating the skin for 2 minutes on one side. You split the stomach in half and you're going to work in smaller sections. So you're going to start off here, and then once we do the other side, we'll go over to that side. So this one, I'm going to start just by warming it up, and I hold my probe like a pencil. Okay, so now that we did our 2 minutes, now we're gonna put down the temperature and we're gonna drop it down. We're gonna drop it down to -5, and we're also gonna take off the radio frequency. And then start in a small area so that it cools off the skin. And you wanna go slow. And you're also pushing the fat. Like I had previously mentioned, we're splitting the stomach in half. So right now I am working on the left side of the stomach. And with that, you're going to do 15 minutes on one side of the stomach and then 15 on the other. So Cryo Slim therapy is the controlled process of elimination of unwanted fatty cells through the concentrated application of cold. This process is known as apoptosis or programmed cell death. So cryo slimming treatments focus on one specific area of the body at a time. The target temperature range is 4 degrees to -4 degrees Celsius. It tends to work best on the stomach, thighs, arms, and back. The treatment typically lasts around 15 to 30 minutes per each area, depending on the size, and 3 to 5 treatments per area are recommended for the best results, spaced out between 2-week intervals. Now, apoptosis is a form of programmed cell death that occurs in multicellular organisms. Biochemical events, which is extremely low temperatures in the case of cryoslimming, lead to characteristic cell changes and death. These changes include cell shrinkage, fragmentation, and eventually death of the cell. Cryotherapy sessions are working with fatty cells directly and help to boost the apoptosis of the adipocytes. Now, the average adult human loses between 50 and 70 billion cells each day due to apoptosis. In contrast to necrosis, which is a form of traumatic cell death that results from acute cellular injury, apoptosis is a highly regulated and controlled process that confers advantages during an organism's life cycle. Now, after the cryo treatment, the injured fat cells will begin to die off as the apoptosis of the fatty cell was initiated. Once they're dead, they're broken down through the body's natural inflammatory response of the immune system, absorbed and processed out of the body naturally like anything else. The results of CryoSlim depend on genes and time. The process takes time, which is why fat loss results from cryo treatments can take anywhere from or in between 3 weeks to 3 months after treatment to show. And you could continue to see results as far in as 4 to 6 months after the treatment. The duration of wait for the results could have a number of contributing factors like the amount of treatments performed, the location of the treatments, and the diet and exercise routines. So now we're working on the other half of the stomach, and as the skin is being cooled during the session of Cryo Slim, the superficial blood capillaries first shrink, then dilate and drastically increase local blood circulation and oxygenation. As the skin is cooling, it triggers chain of biological reactions that lead to increased production of new collagen and elastin fibers. So now I have completed the session of CryoSlim on this client, and I am putting some oil on the client and doing a lymph massage after the session. This is mandatory to perform some form of lymph massage at the end of each CryoSlim treatment to improve the results of the session. This helps move all of that fat that was broken down out of the lymphatic system. This is a before and after picture of this client's first treatment of Cryo Slim. Thank you for following Body Sculpting by Jazz. Please like, comment, and share this video, and follow our other social medias at Body Sculpting by Jazz.